Good morning, I'm Sarah from Coastal Coaching, and today I'm taking you through a new little strategy, and this strategy is about creating new habits and creating them successfully. So I always find the summer holidays a time for reflection, possibly because I spend some of the month on holiday and it gives me an opportunity to actually have some time to reflect on my life. And I think I've always been that September's like a new start, because that's drummed into you when you're young, that September is a new school year and what have you. So I think I have something that I call pencil case syndrome, new pencil case syndrome, which means that September is a really, really good opportunity for a new start. So let's say, for example, you have your time off with the kids in the summer and then you get back to your normal routine and what have you. And no matter how lovely it's been to be off, I always quite enjoy getting back into that routine of things again. It makes me more motivated. I'm getting up earlier, which gives me less lethargy. So for me, September's like a really, really great opportunity. So I thought I'd speak to you today in case you decided anything new that you need to do when it comes to September. I thought I'd talk to you about how to create a small habit and how to create it successfully. So let's say, for example, you decide that you want to start running. I don't know why you do that, but maybe you do. Not a big exercise fan myself, but however. So maybe it's running that you decide that you want to do, but you never quite pull yourself together to do it. So let's say you think, okay, so I'll get up early to go for a run before I get ready for work and head either to my office upstairs if you're still working from home, or actually head into an office or wherever it is that you might work. So you decide, right, I'm going to get up at 6, I'm going to go for a run, come back, have a shower, get ready. And that just never happens. You wake up one morning, you're like, oh, I'm so tired, I can't quite bring myself to do it. Or the mornings are getting darker, so actually I don't want to get up at that sort of time. It didn't seem quite so bad if I was going to start it in the summer, but as the evenings start to draw in, can't believe I'm even talking about this bit, then as a result of that, bed seems much more cosy, doesn't it? And you can make excuse after excuse after excuse for yourself. So the reason that you might not be doing very well at creating that is that you haven't studied the motivation. So habits come as 3 parts. So one is motivation, one is ability, and one is prompt. So I'm going to take you through each of those. So motivation, you've decided that you want to start running. Is that really what you want to do? Is the motivation there? So let's say, for example, you say, okay, so I've decided I want to start running. Right. Do I really want to start running is the first thing. Maybe you don't. Maybe actually, if you dig deep, what you want out of running is that you want to tone up, lose weight, feel a bit more confident, etc. in your own body. Maybe running's not the way for you. Maybe there's a different habit that you need to create instead. Maybe it's something around yoga or Pilates, or you would be better going to a class where there's other people who can encourage and motivate you, and going to a class each week kind of holds you a little bit accountable, plus you get to make friends. Maybe the running idea is a bit too isolated for you. Maybe you prefer to do something in a group. So if you decide to start a habit, the first thing that you need to do is work out, do I really want to do it? And why do I think that that's what I want to do? And really work out what your motivation is, and then you'll probably find something that's more aligned to what it is that you want to achieve, that feels more comfortable for you, that actually feels better for you. So maybe it's, going to the gym so that you see lots of other people, you're going a little bit later in the day maybe. So it could be all sorts of things. So first thing, motivation. Look at your motivation. Is it really what you want to do to achieve the outcome that you think you're going to get from this particular activity or habit? The second thing is action and ability. So it's like a map is kind of the word. So it's MAAP. So action and ability go together. So it's about, are you in a position to actually do that? So let's go back to the example of running. Maybe actually you haven't got the right stuff, you haven't got the right shoes. So as a result of that, if you're going running, you're actually going to end up hurting yourself, because if you don't wear the right shoes, you can end up hurting your knees and your ankles and what have you as well. So maybe there's something around the equipment that you've got. Or maybe it's just that you haven't got the ability to do that. So let's say, for example, I decided I wanted to run a marathon. Quite clearly, I couldn't do that without significant amounts of training. So Is there something around the ability? Or maybe there's something around the fear of not having the ability. So let's say you want to start dance classes. You're motivated, you really want to do it, you think it would be a lovely, lovely thing to do, but when it comes to the ability and the action, there is fear around the ability. Other people in the class will be better than me. Other people will know what they're doing. Well, yeah, they probably will do if they've been going for a while, but you're not going to create a new ability until you actually practice it and make peace with the fact that you're going to make mistakes at first, that you might, but everybody's worried about themselves. So although you might be thinking, oh, I'm going to feel so stupid, people will be focusing on themselves as well. So I wouldn't worry too much about the side of things of not looking like you can do it, because the bottom line is you won't be able to at first. And then the last thing is a prompt. So when are you trying to do it? So if you are trying to do something new and it's not attached to something you already do, then that can make it really difficult to do. So let's say, for example, going back to the running, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go for a run is a brand new habit for you. It's nothing that you have done before. So as a result of that, it's not attached to anything. There's no reminder there for you to do it. But if you decide that when you get home from work and you put your work bag down on the floor, the first thing you're going to do is reach for your running shoes, again, you're more likely to do it. It's attached to something that already exists. For me, it was about creating a habit to journal. So in the morning now, if I'm eating my breakfast, the journal comes out. I'm journaling the first part of my day. And then when it comes to going to bed, when I clean my teeth and I get into bed, again, that's when I reach for my journal and pen and do the end part of my journaling for the day. So just to recap, creating a new habit, 3 strands: motivation, action and ability, prompt. Make sure you're motivated and you know why you're doing it and what you want to achieve. Make sure you know any fears that there might be around action and ability, and make sure that you know that you're attaching it to something that already exists, that a habit that you already do every day. Those are the 3 best ways to create a new habit. So I hope that's been helpful for you. Pop me a comment, a like or a share if it was useful, and I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow and Friday, my lives will be 2:30. I've put a little menu card up on the Facebook page, but just to remind you that the next 2 will be 2:30 for Thursday and Friday, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.